Hello friends, welcome back. In today's session, we going to discuss about sources of data. So student, in this subject, in the last lecture, we already discussed the process of research. So in that we already gone through with all these steps which have to follow for doing research. So in a research, data plays very important role. So data means that raw information, or we can say that is a information which going to be processed. So data means raw information which going to be information. So it is a raw material, raw data, or we can say raw information. So data can be defined as a set of values of qualitative or quantitative variables. So data we can also be defined as set of values of qualitatives or quantitative variable. So data can be qualitative or can be quantitative. So qualitative means those who have the quality just like a color. We can say it's a red, blue, black. We cannot say it is a 5 color, 6 color. So it is a qualitative material. And quantity, even hair color. So if we going to do a research on the hair colors, average hair color of people who are residing in India. So whatever the parameters we said, black, white, or uh, red, or other categories. So those are the qualitative data. Quantitative means when we have the data in a number, just like a production of rice in the India. So we get in exact quantity, it may be 5 tons, 6 tons, 10 tons. So it's a quantitative data or quantitative variables. So data can be in qualitative. It is a set of values. So it is a set of values which are in a qualitative or quantitative forms. So data as a general concept. In generally, data refers to the fact that some existing information or knowledge is represented or coded in some form suitable for better uses or processing. So it is a set of information or fact. The data means facts that have some existing information, or it is have some knowledge which going to be information and which represents the better use of that data. Then data are special type of information. We can say data are a special type of information generally obtained through observations, surveys, inquiries, or generated as a result human activity for the purpose of research. So data can be collected through different sources, so that we will going to discuss in next slides. So normally data is of two types. First one is the primary data and second one is secondary data. So primary data are those which are collected afresh. So fresh data and for the first time, and thus happen to be original in character. So primary data are fresh data, or we can say it's a first hand data, means the data which are directly collected, it is called a primary data. So we can call it as a fresh data or first time collected data, and that happen to be original in character. So primary data are original in character. For example, data collected for census, even if we are growing the wheat in the our field, and if we are daily recording the increase in the height of that wheat plant, so every day we record that data. So that observations, that recorded material is called as a primary data. Or even if you go in a company and you are going to collect the policies they are implementing in their organization, or what are their HR policies, or even what are the what types of work their employees are doing in organization. So that data are the first hand data, means which directly collected from resource, that is the primary data. So we collect primary data during course of doing experiments. So normally primary data is collected while we doing the experiment in a experimental research. Now experimental research means what? The research we are conduct in the control condition, just like a laboratory, or uh, just like a actual experiment is going to be conducted. So there is a control condition. It may be not only in laboratory, even in if we have the our research on the crop. So there we control the condition, we control the water irrigation supply, then we control how much fertilizer we are giving, then we means there is a control, we control some factors. So that is a experiment research. And descriptive type means the data, normally descriptive we perform in the social science. Means descriptive means we collect the data from behavior, then attitude, or preferences, all those types of research comes under the descriptive research. So whether sample surveys or census surveys, then we can obtain primary data. So sample survey and census survey, we collect the primary data. So sources of primary data collection, the first one is observation method, second one is interview method, third one is questionnaire method, then schedule, and there are some other methods too, just like warranty cards, distributors audits, pantry audits, consumer panel, mechanical devices, projective techniques, and depth interviews. So these are the sources which are used for collecting a primary data. So we're going to discuss one by one. We only going to discuss the important sources, some of the important types which are very important. So those are, first one is observation. So observation method is a method under which data from the field is collected. So observation method means where data are directly collected by the observations. So if there is, just like a example as I discussed, that if we have the wheat production plant, and if in a wheat plant when we record the data, we collect the data by observation. Is there any pest, or how much pest are affected, how much or how many percent of area is covered by the pest or disease, that we collect through observation. So this is observation method, means we record a data by observing the things, observing the plant. So this as I told, observation method is a method under which data from the field is collected with the help of observation by the observer or by personally going to the field. So that data can be collected by observer or by the person who is doing a research. He directly can go and he can collect the data. No conversation or communication should be done while observing. So this is a important parameters. There is a no conversation or communication while collecting a data, even if it is not in a field, if it is means not in a crop production, even if we are collecting a data on human behavior, and if in that we are not having any communication with that person, but we collect the data by observing that person, his behavior, his attitude, his activities, how he perform, even how he communicate with other person, how he reply. So all those factors also we can collect through the observation. Then next method, that is a interview method. So another method of primary data collection is interview. So interview, as everybody knows, interview means there is a face to face interaction between the person. So in an interview method, by asking the questions, by taking an interview, data can be collected. So these methods of collecting data involves presentation or oral verbal stimuli and reply in terms of oral verbal response. So conversation and communication is the main tool of interview. So in interview there is a communication between the interviewer and interviewee. So there are some types of interview. First one is personal interview, means one person directly asks the questions to another person. So personal interview means we can say face to face interview, and there is a one interviewer plus one interviewee. Telephonic interview which conducted through telephone. Then structured interview means the questions which going to be asked in the interview, those are previously decided. So there is a questions with the interviewer, and those questions he asked in an interview. Unstructured means he don't have any questions on the situation, on the focus they going to be asked. The questions are not fixed, there is no predetermined the questions. Then focus interview means in a focus interview the freedom is given to the interviewee, and according to his focus, his interest, question going to be asked. So in a focus interview, first he identify what are the interests that interviewee have, and according to that there is a question answers. An in-depth interview means in a detail questions, means just like suppose the person who attending the interview, he given the answer for particular question. So on same answer there will be another deep question. Again if he receive the answer, again there is a one detailed question. So in depth, the according to interest, the in detail questions will be generate on the situation. The next method, that is a questionnaire method. So questionnaire means it is nothing but set of questions. Questionnaire means if we have the list of questions, then all those questions we called as a questionnaire. So these questionnaires are logically arranged. There is a flow. How we have to go in asking the questions. There is a flow, there is a series. So which types of questions should come first, which question should be second, and so on. So this is a list of questions which arrange in a logically or sequentially. So with the object of collecting information for research. So questionnaire is mailed to respondent. So questionnaire means the questionnaire is mailed or given to the respondent, and respondent himself or itself filled that questionnaire and he will send back to the researcher. So this is a questionnaire, means there is a list of questions and that list is passed to the respondent, and respondent record his answer in that questionnaire, and again he will give back that questionnaire to the researcher. So questionnaire, in a questionnaire there are two types of question. The first one is close-end question and another one is open-ended question. So close-end question means there are no freedom given to the respondent to record his feedback. Just like we are asking, are you interested with product, and we already given the option yes, no, and neutral. So he either have to tick on yes, no, or neutral. So he don't have freedom to give the anything else. So that is a closed end questions, means he don't have freedom to give his own answer. He only have to select the answers what we have given in the questionnaire. So this is a close ended question. And open ended questions means the respondent can express his views, thoughts regarding that product, and he answers in his own language, in his own words. Just like the questions, if we ask, how do you feel after using these products? So whatever his answer, that will come in a open-ended question. Then another type, it's a schedule method. We can say schedule method. So schedule and questionnaire are the same thing. In a questionnaire, we set a questions and we mailed or we give the questionnaire to the respondent. In a schedule, the researcher or the enumerator, he only go to the respondent, and he the enumerator or the researcher, he collect the data or he record the data. Means the respondent, he is not going to fill that questionnaire. The enumerator, he only asks the questions, and he explained all the situations, what are the situation for what they are collecting the data, what are their purposes, and on the basis of that he just dictate the question to the respondent, and he only record the response given by the respondent. So that is a schedule method. Then another one is survey method. So survey is a common thing. There is a census survey where we have a census. So in a survey method, they collect a survey. Even now there are so many ways through which there is a surveys are conducted, directly going to the field. Even we have the surveys while visiting the different websites. So survey means they are just circulating the worm forms and we have to give our options. Even we have the census, that is also one of the type of the survey method. Then next type of data, that is a secondary data. So as I told, primary data means first hand data. So that is directly collected by researcher or enumerator or the concerned person. It is a fresh data. But secondary data are those data which have been collected by someone else. So the researcher is not directly collecting the data from concerned person. That data is collected by someone else which have already been passed through the statistical process or analyzed by someone else are known as secondary data. So secondary data are the data collected by someone else, processed by someone else, and that data are called secondary data. Just like when we want a literacy rate of India. So for taking a literacy rate, we not go in meet every people in the society and ask is he literate or illiterate. So we just take a government report. So that report will get all the information about the literacy. So that is a secondary data. Means there we collect data. That literacy rate we are not directly collected from the people of India, but we just collected from the government. So that data already collected by government, they are already processed, and now we are using that data. So that is a secondary data. So it is the data which may be published or unpublished. So secondary data is of two types. It may be published or it may be unpublished. So how those are, we will discuss in next slide. So published data, as I told, the data is of two types. Secondary data is of two forms, the published and unpublished data. So published data are more often the information required by individuals and organizations is published in some form or the other in considerations of users' need. It can be used in annexure too. So published data means data when we collect from the government reports, even from journals, magazines, newspapers. So those are the published data sources. Even the financial statements published by different companies. So these are the published data, means which already published in any mode. It may be in newspaper, it may be the company's website, it may be in government website, it may be on newspaper, journals, magazines, or bulletins, or conference proceedings, anything. So there is already published data. And unpublished data means are that secondary information which is available from records which are not published due to privacy or variety of reasons. So unpublished data means which are not published. That may be the examples are works of scholars, means the research scholars, their works he is not published. Then research workers, then trade associations. So this is not published. The data is available, but it is not published with any mode. So the unpublished data, maybe the document denotes individual feelings, opinions, and ideas about different social cultural changes. So there may be the personal letters, personal diaries, autobiography and memories, then inquiries or investigations. These are unpublished data. It's available in a records. Letters, there is a letters with company. There is a personal diary of a person. We can collect the data from that diary, but it is not published in any media, any mode. So it is a unpublished type of data. And published documents or records, as I told, publish means it may be publications of central or state government, it may be the technical and trade journals, then books, magazines and newspaper. So as I told, these are the different mode. Even banks, stock exchanges, reports of different publications like industry, bank, stock exchange, or reports by research scholars, universities, economists. Then the data or report published by WHO, Indian ILO, International Level Organization, even UNESCO reports, then official records which published by the company, or historical records of the company or any other thing. So this all about the data. So in today's session we already discuss what are the data. So data means the rough information, or we can say raw information, which going to be used for the research and it going to be become information. Then there is a primary data. Primary data, it is a first hand or fresh data directly collected by the concerned person. It may be researcher or it may be the government agent or anything. That is a primary data. So primary data we call first hand data. Secondary data means the data already collected by somebody else, and they already processed, applied different statistical tools, and now it is available for public purpose. So it is a secondary data. So secondary data is also called as second hand data. So that is all about sources of data. So primary data, there are different sources, just like interview, questionnaire, then observation, schedule, survey. Even there are so many types, just like a case studies and all those. So we only discuss the important points, important types. And there are the secondary data. There are the sources of secondary data. In secondary data there are two subtypes. First one is published and another one is unpublished data. So thank you for watching video. If you have any questions, any queries, you can contact on our group.